这样给我他妈给我 What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? I think we got hello, sir. How are you?
Yeah, I'm here.
You're
I'm
here.
here.
You're here.
It's Matt Headroom.
Matt Headroom.
Matt fucking Headroom. Matt Brewer.
Lots of headroom.
Brewer.
Matt, lots of headroom.
Matt Brewer. What's wrong? Can't you see me? Emperor's New Clothes or something?
No,
What's wrong?
there
I am.
There you are.
There I am not again. There I am. No, I'm not. Here I am again.
How's it going?
They see me here. They see me there. They see me here. They see me there.
Oh,
See me
man.
here again.
There you are.
Up and down, in, out, shake it all about.
There you go.
Right.
There you go. How's it going?
Right.
Everything good?
Much better now my landlady's fucked off.
So she finally showed up. She actually came.
She fucking came for the first time in 6 years.
Yeah. I saw the stream you put up there. Oh, fucking, she never shows up. She leaves me hanging and fuck this. I got other things to do.
She said, what's all these boxes? I said, my cameras and my computer stuff. Well, why have you got to have all that then? I said, because if I don't have it, I can't film. And I can't fix your computer when you ring me. And I said, you've been quite happy to ring me up, and I come down in half an hour, and I got all the parts, haven't I? So I go, here, your hard drive died. Here's another one. Here's your files. Here's Windows. You're back online. Now, if I don't have a box full of hard drives, how the hell can I fix your computer?
Okay.
So if I get rid of it all, then I'm out of business. And if I'm out of business, I'm only doing it for friends anyway. Yeah? If I'm out of business, then I will fix your computer, but you'll have to wait 2 weeks for the hard drive to arrive. So
there you go. There you go.
So it's quite simple, isn't it? But she wasn't happy. She said, well, it's a fire risk. I said, I've got a fire extinguisher in every room. You didn't supply any of them. I've also got a fire alarm system that rings me on my phone. Security cameras in every room. I can see if there's any smoke. I could be in Australia and I can ring the fire brigade. You can't do that in your house. If you go to the shops and your house catches on fire, you're fucked. I'm protecting the neighbors and my own stuff.
Yeah.
So stick that in your pipe and smoke it.
And she, like, how long have you been trying her to get? She's never been there since you've moved in. Like, what?
15 years I've been here, right? And she came in once 6 years ago. Wow. And she just said, oh, you've got a lot of boxes, but she didn't say I had to get rid of them. This time she said, you got to get rid of them. I said, no, none of your business. Mind your business.
But I guess you're not going to have your computer fixed.
Yeah. Or I can't film events that I film with 7 cameras and radio mics and vision mixers and fucking lights, cameras, sound, action, speakers, amplifiers. We do the whole show. And if I put all this stuff in a storage container, it'll be very humid, won't it? And it will get into the electronics and it will all go rusty and die. So I'll send you the bill for a camera. It's all right. It's only eight grand for one of those cameras and another 4 for that one.
No problem. 8 grand. Here you go.
Send you the bill. Just send you the bill. Yeah, it's fine, isn't it?
Here you go.
Yeah, it's just pocket money, isn't it? For you, because I pay you £800 a month. And guess what? I live on £200 a month because I give you 800. I live on 200. Got to get electric, tax for the car, insurance, potholes keep on taking my tires out. Then I got fucking food, vet bills.
Are the potholes that bad there?
Yes.
Really?
Really bad. They're like that deep and that wide. And you go bang, and then 10 seconds later, you got a flat. And it'll warp your fucking alloys, so then you got to get the alloy fucking fixed. So I take the alloys off one by one, and I put steels on. Steel rims. You've got to have a fucking Range Rover with fucking mountain tires on it to drive around this area on the roads. That's the only way you won't get a fucking flat. Excuse my language.
I mean, they're bad here, but not wow. But then I have a Jeep and all-terrain tires, so I mean, it's
There you go.
still it wreaks havoc on those even. You go over them enough times, it doesn't matter what tires you have on them.
There are black spots all over the area where if you get a little bit of rain, you get a flood across the road, and somebody who's never driven here before will be going down the road. It's black on black, tarmac's black, the lake's black. Aquaplane, they go sideways, they flip the car over. They go up the bank and jump in the air and hit in front of the bloody. I've seen all sorts. 4 weeks, 4 nearly fatal accidents on the same stretch because of the same patch of water. And do they drain it? Do they put a drain in? No. It's been like that for 30 years. 30 years I've seen accidents in the same spot. Why would they do that?
Well, exactly.
I think they get a kick out of people killing themselves here.
Well, of course. Of course. They don't care. You pay the taxes, and the taxes are part of, repairing that shit. Yeah. And, sure, but for the most part, it goes to, they don't need it. Let's go to the more important areas, the more important, the people that, donate and dole out a little bit more money in taxes and shit like that bullshit, right?
Yeah.
Level of.
So you're home early it's a Friday, isn't it? You do get home early on a Friday.
I'm telling you, it's been okay. So I had the flu.
Oh,
I had a bladder infection.
My name is Flu. How do you do?
And that bladder infection didn't go anywhere because the meds that they gave me, they're resistant to the fucking bacteria that's in there. So I had to do another round. Did another round. Fucking, it was okay, and then bang. So I've had to do all these fucking tests to find out what the fuck's going on. They thought it might have been diabetes. Thank God it's not. But yeah.
Do you know the number one way to stop diabetes? Now, by the way, I have to say this because by law, you're not allowed to give medical advice. So this is not medical advice. This is educational information.
Yes.
And you must go and seek your doctor's advice. Do not listen to what I'm about to tell you. But do you know how to cure diabetes?
Tell me.
You don't cook with fat, oil, sunflower oil, and those things, right? You cut sugar out of your diet completely. It's very hard. Yeah,
it's very hard.
It's very hard because it's in everything, especially in America and fucking Canada. Yeah. So you cut all the sugar out of your diet and you eat a high-fat diet. High fat, right? Lard, beef dripping, pork dripping.
Yeah.
You eat that,
and then
it will reverse diabetes.
And then it wreaks havoc on your colon, though. You can't win. Doesn't matter what you do, Matt.
The thing is, right, there's 2 types of fat. There's short triglycerides, which is in sunflower oil and all this, all the processed foods and chips are cooked in it and all this stuff, right? That's bad for you. Okay. And then there's long triglycerides, which are so long, they just pass through you. They just go straight through your ass and out into the toilet, right? But the short triglycerides, your body processes them and puts them into fat. So you get fat, yeah? And sugar is the same. It goes straight into fat, yeah? So what you've got to do is you've got to fast. You don't eat food for a couple of days and you just drink water. You fast. And the only things you do eat is meat with high fat content.
Yep.
Yeah, and you use lard to cook it.
Let me tell you, I've been drinking so much water. This is this is literally the first beer I've had in a couple weeks, anyways. But I've been drinking water.
I got to drink 2 or 3 of those a day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you lose a lot of weight?
No,
I fucking lost
because I'm eating sweeties.
Oh, I lost 10 to 15 pounds. 10 to 15 pounds.
Would you like my penis? Would you like my penis? My peanuts? I mean, sorry.
Yeah, dry roasted peanuts are the best. I love them.
And unfortunately, I have a habit of eating sweets. But the thing is, for every day I eat sweets, I fast then, and I don't eat for a day or two.
Yeah.
And I just drink water. So one way or another, I'm coming down in weight, but I'm doing it in steps instead of linear. I do a bit of naughty, and then I do a couple of days of keto. A bit of naughty and a couple of days of keto. But I'm pissed off at the moment, and this is anti-depression material.
That's the stabilizer.
Yeah.
The stabilizing ingredient, sugar.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, man. It's
and I've had to stop taking all the naughty drugs I took because I've done a 6 months detox. So some of the things I used to do make you lose weight, but I don't do them anymore. So I do have to diet, strictly diet.
Well,
I used to take.
I'm just amazed that, just cutting out drinking beer and drinking pop soda, and just drinking water. And I'd have the odd latte, not coffee. I don't drink straight coffee. Just a latte. I fucking couldn't believe 10 to 15 pounds in 4 to 5 weeks.
Whoosh. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
Because beer is sugar.
Yeah, beer is sugar. It's calories, right?
Bread is sugar.
Yeah, bread.
Marmite is sugar. It's yeast. Yeast is sugar.
Yeah, yeast.
You wouldn't think, spread
liquid bread.
A bit of Marmite.
Liquid bread.
Liquid bread. Yeah.
Liquid bread. Liquid cereal. If you're having here you go. It's literally the same as makeup as bread and cereal.
Yeah.
People don't realize it. People, how come you're having a beer for breakfast? It's the same as cereal. You just cut the milk out.
Well, you got a few in.
Yeah. There's a few.
Chemical knee rub.
Michael.
Admit Audacity.
Safari's in there.
I did a little advert.
Luke.
Oh, Christ. Hang on.
Adrian. Who else? There's a few. That's it for now. That
Neo Luke. I haven't seen you for a while, Neo Luke.
I know. I was going to say, it's good to see Luke. It's been a while. It's good to see you.
It's been a while, mate. I did you a little advert, and it said, I'm on, what was it? I'm on, let me play it for you because I can't remember what I said now, but I said something like, I'm on nocturnal incontinent radiation. Or something.
Hey, Paul 1030, how are you? Paul 1030 says hi. Paul 1030. Yeah, it's and I keep forgetting. Yeah, it's 6:32 your time.
Right. If I lean over like this, it's because I'm fixing a computer whilst I'm talking to you.
Yeah. So that's cool. I like the background. So what are you using to generate that?
NVIDIA Broadcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a free piece of software. If you've got anything of a 2000 or higher card, so 2060, 2080, 3060, 3080, 3090. I got a 3090. 4060, 8090. 50, 60, 80, 90. No, I don't have 3,000, 4,000 pounds. Sorry.
How the hell do I know what I have?
Well, bring up your graphics settings and
let's see. I think I got that.
There's a lovely little app called CPU-Z.
That's what I have. I'm just pulling it up now.
And it tells you your motherboard, your firmware revision.
So what do I look at the graphics?
Your memory and your memory timing. Yeah.
Where do I look at graphics?
Most people have got their memory speed wrong in the BIOS. Most people try to overclock the machine and they haven't got a fucking clue what they're doing. And it makes it buggy. And they don't know about the bus speeds for the graphics cards. They haven't got a fucking clue. And that's where I come in, because I go, what have you done here? Oh my God, now your machine is twice as fast. Happy days. And they go, well, how did you learn all this? I say, I was programming in machine code when I was 8 years old, motherfucker.
So where the hell do I see this? CPU, main board, memory,
Graphics.
graphics. Okay. So what do I look at here?
What's it saying? You've got an NVIDIA or an AMD? Or
Again,
Intel?
AMD. Radeon.
AMD,
Yeah.
Radeons are not quite as good as NVIDIA's. NVIDIA's are the fucking nuts.
Yeah.
They're okay, but they crash and they get hot. They're much, much hotter running than NVIDIA's. NVIDIA's run cool.
Yeah.
So they crash more.
So does that mean I can't run broadcast?
It doesn't come for that. It does. It's an
Oh.
NVIDIA program. AMD is a different company.
Gotcha.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, that sucks.
See if you get yourself a cheap 3070 second hand.
Yeah.
Stick that in. Get your AMD. Sell it second hand. Some kiddie will buy it because their mate told them that AMD was better than NVIDIA for games. Fucking game on. Buy my gold card.
Yeah.
Yeah. NVIDIA is where the money's at, especially if you're into video editing and special effects for video editing and video live, and NVIDIA is where it's at.
I'll have to look into that. That fucking sucks.
You can do animations without having to have this software, but it also, it's real-time cuts me out without having to have a blue screen behind me. But it does a much better job, because you notice that the built into StreamYard, you can cut yourself out, but you notice it's always going blub 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 blub. Yeah, this gets it right because it's artificial intelligence doing this. This is AI. It knows the shape of my chair. It knows the shape of my body. It's not, and it's real time.
So, I mean, this is...
It does your audio. It cleans up your audio, takes the noise off your audio, boosts your audio, adds a compressor, makes it sound like studio.
See look how choppy it is.
It's choppy, isn't it?
Choppy.
Yeah.
Choppy. Yeah. So.
And this one...
Yeah, it's good.
And there's no blue screen. There's no blue screen behind me at all.
Yeah.
And I can switch it over to all the ones you're used to. I can go into this room. I can go to NVIDIA Broadcast. I can remember I used to have I can't find where it is. It's on one of my old hard drives. But I had my Millennium Falcon with Chewbacca.
I got NVIDIA settings. Hold on. Going into the settings here.
Well, you may have a dual graphics system whereby there's an NVIDIA chip on your motherboard and you've got an external AMD graphics chip. So you've got two. Now, if that's the case, the onboard on your motherboard ones are usually shit. So you ain't going to get NVIDIA Broadcast running if it's an onboard motherboard NVIDIA. Now, some of them, what they do is they've got two graphics cards, one which is what they call a discrete, which is on the motherboard, and one which is a plug-in card. And what it'll do is, to save power, when you're not doing very much and you're just surfing the net doing emails, it uses the crappy little card, which might be the NVIDIA crappy card, which is known as an NVIDIA mobile or something like that, it'll be called.
Hey B, how are you?
And then when you start to video edit, it'll suddenly, you might see the screen sort of go very, very quickly as it switches to the other card, and then it uses that to do the rendering, and it accelerates your rendering. But to be honest, that's not a really great system. It's just for energy efficiency. It's not really good. You're just better off with turn off the onboard graphics on the motherboard. You disable it in the BIOS. You say, nope, don't want it. Put in your NVIDIA card and just use that.
So you're saying well, it looks like I can switch out with this anyways. So I just go get an N card.
You get a plug-in PCI card. You need to make sure that your motherboard is really up for the job, because older motherboards would be 8 bus lanes, and newer motherboards will be 16 bus lanes. Okay, and some of them are PCI 3 PCI X3 and some are PCI X4. Now, the 3090 is an X4 card. So if you put it onto a motherboard that's an X3, it will work, but it will be slightly throttled back. Well, that looks nice. Yeah, you've got an RTX. Look, no, that's a GeForce RTX. You've got an NVIDIA.
That's what I said. How come it's saying AMD?
Because it's using the AMD because you're hardly using it. Turn it off, disable it. Turn it off, disable it. And now we need to know what RTX card you've got, because RTX can use broadcast. Yeah. But it's got to be an RTX of 2000 or higher. It's got to be an RTX of 2000 and higher.
Let me get that. It'll say on the C Spud, right?
If you trust me, when we're offline, I'll get you to install a little bit of remote access software, and you can sit there and watch me, and I will go through your machine with a fine-tooth comb, and I will say, that's wrong. This needs to go like this. Turn this on. Fire that up. Your drivers need to be, because you'll probably have the latest drivers, and sometimes the latest drivers are not always the best.
So my GeForce is a 460.
4060.
Yeah.
You fucking you got a better one than me.
That's what it says here. So it's got like you said, it's got dual. So I could switch over to that
and make it exclusive. Only use that.
How do I do that? Just click on it?
You may have to go into the BIOS and say, turn off my on the motherboard graphics, which is AMD. Turn that off. Okay, and then it will say, oh, I can only use the NVIDIA then. And that's it. And there's sometimes a way in software, inside Windows, you can actually say, don't use that, only use the NVIDIA. But it's sometimes better to do it through the BIOS, but I won't be able to do that with you because I won't be able to watch what you're doing in the BIOS unless you put your phone up to the screen and I tell you, go down, 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 right, 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 disable that. Press F10, reboot. Now it's gone. You can do it within Windows. You can actually switch. But that smart switching sometimes crashes the machine. It's not always reliable. You know? So
let's hold on. Let's see here. Let me just hold on.
Anyone learning anything new? Because I love to fucking give help. But the thing is, you see, if we were to go remote now, I could go remote to you now, and we could share the screen so everybody could see. But we might flick over a folder or something you don't want people seeing. You know what I mean? So it's best we do this privately. But I could do it with you now, here and now. I could do it now, but don't share the screen. I could do it with you now and see what you're seeing. If you install ultraviewer.net, download it. It's a tiny little program. It's free of charge.
Sorry, which one?
Go to a web page called ultraviewer.net.
Yeah.
Download it, install it. It's tiny. TeamViewer, bait and switch. They said, use us, we're free. And then they go, you can only have it for 15 minutes. £400, please, sir. £400 a year. And they're all doing it. All the ones that offered you these free, come and have a look at us, we're great. They all want 400 plus quid a year to use it. UltraViewer is free. It was written by people who said, fuck you, TeamViewer. Fuck you.
Fuck you. Hey, Neil, how are you? Okay, look it. I'm gonna see now. Hold on.
Now you will get you'll get an ID and a password. Do not read those out over the air.
No.
Okay. No, you text those to me in Messenger or WhatsApp.
Well, I didn't download it. I think I was able to do it. Hold on a sec. Just give me a sec here.
Okie doke.
See if it works.
And I will be able to take full control of your machine and see what software you're using. And I can press the buttons and I can kick me in and out of the studio and kick you in and out of the studio. I'll see everything. Yeah. But I won't abuse it. I'll just go looking for your settings.
Hold on a sec here.
Look at this. He's getting free technical support here.
I might crash. Hold the line for a sec.
You probably won't. You'll be all right.
Hold on. Let me just
listen. If anyone is a member of my channel, right, especially the higher tier members, I'll freely fix your computer for you online for you, okay? Because you're paying me to fill my car with petrol to go on explores, and I always tell people, if you want a phone call, I'll give you an hour private chat, okay? Me to you, 1-to-1. Very few people have ever taken me up on it. And if you want computer support, I'll come on your machine and you can watch me moving your mouse around and you can learn. I'm very quick, but if you want me to be slow, I'll go slow and tell you everything I'm doing and what it means. And you can record it. I'll record it for you. I'll record the screen and I'll upload it onto a secret channel on YouTube. So anytime you can't remember what I did, you can click that video and watch what we did and you can go back through it. Am I on Discord? Yes, sadly I am. But do not trust any type of server. They spy on you. You go into a private chat and you're private chatting and some fucker who runs that Discord is watching you and listening because Discord cannot be trusted. It's always been the same ever since IRC and ever since fucking BBS chats, bulletin board chats, when you dialed in with a modem. Can't trust them. Can't fucking trust them. You can't trust Signal. You can't trust Telegram. They're all infiltrated by the NSA now. WhatsApp is encrypted, and they can read everything. Windows 11, every 5 seconds, Windows 11 takes a screenshot and sends it back to Microsoft. What's on your screen? And it keeps your keyboard, what you typed, your passwords, everything, and it sends it back to Microsoft to train their AI. Honest, but who else has access to it? The NSA. So if you're on Windows 11, which most people are now going back to 10, because 10 is not allowed to spy on you, but they install Copilot. Copilot is what is spying on you. So if you remove Copilot from Windows 11 and you remove it from Windows 10, you got half a chance of not being spied on. Half a chance. But they can still go in through a back door and spy on you another way. But 10 is where every businesses, military, everyone's going back to 10. Microsoft's shares in the last 6 months have gone down 80% because everyone's dumping Windows 11 because it is a spy machine. And you cannot have a government or a military being spied on by Microsoft and the NSA. It's not allowed. It's just there's some of them are going across to Linux now because they've had enough of being spied on. You know, you could have if they're running Windows 11 in Russia, Putin's probably got Windows 11 on his fucking computer. Donald Trump can be watching everything he's fucking doing. Yeah. There we are. Friday House says there's no privacy. I'm on Linux Mint Mat, and that's still not even safe. Absolutely, yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. Right, let's just sort this out then. Right. There we go. Right. So let's turn my thing back on to something a bit more fun. Where is it? Where'd he go? Where'd he go? NVIDIA broadcast. Where is it? Oh, that's why. Yeah, right. Let's go back to this. Right.
So it started downloading. That's why I did that.
It started downloading?
Yeah. So I've got it. It switched over, no problem. It switched over.
Switched over, baby.
Okay, hold on a sec here. Yeah. Yeah. All right. All right. We're good, dude. We're good. Let me just come back in. Okay.
Cool.
All right. Okay, I'm gonna leave this here.
You have actually frozen at the moment. When you turned your phone sideways, it froze.
Oh.
Oh, you're back now. Yeah, you're back.
There we go.
Yeah.
There we go. Okay.
That's better. Right.
There we go. There we go. Why won't this fucking leave?
If you want to really play with weird, funny graphics and having multiple cameras, you can do a thing called NDI. It's free software.
Yeah.
And NDI will allow you to connect umpteen webcams and umpteen phones, and you can have every corner of your room and coming in from different sources.
Multi angles. Hey,
Yeah.
Daniel. How are you? Andrea. Hey, what's up? Lionheart. Good to see you. Mr.
Steve's in.
Wills. Mr. Wills. How are you, Mr. Wills?
Nasal hair cam. Yeah.
Nasal hair. All right.
Anyone want my peanuts? Peanuts?
Let's see here. So what do you do? Just the
I need the numbers, your ID and your passwords. Copy and
no. How do I how do I hook up? How do I hook up the and the broadcast to this?
Which are you going to do Ultra Real first or not?
No, I don't need to. I switched it over.
So you've managed to say you want to be exclusively on the NVIDIA card, yeah? Cool. Right, we'll install broadcast then.
It's already done.
Right, now in StreamYard, go down to the cog at the bottom.
Yeah.
And go to camera. And where it says camera, switch it to NVIDIA broadcast.
Ah. Yeah. Okay. Gotcha. Perfect.
Now in NVIDIA broadcast, go to the video tab down the top left-hand side.
Let me just bring it back up. Okay. The video.
Go to the video tab.
Yep.
Go to virtual background. Open that up.
Yep. There we go.
And you've done blur. You see? Great. And so see underneath the replace.
Replace. Where's the replace?
Underneath blur.
Underneath blur. Oh, yeah.
Replace. See the little plus button?
No, there's no plus button, though. That's the thing. Where?
Yeah. There should be a little plus.
Oh, there we go. Replace. Yeah, gotcha.
There you go.
Yeah.
Now you can bring up a static image or a video. And you can do 720, 1080, 4K, whatever you want.
Let's see.
I would say 1080.
Just out of curiosity. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Animated.
Wow. I like that.
There you go. And now you can move around really quickly and it won't fuck up.
Oh, look at that. That's cool. Awesome.
There you go. Hey.
All right.
Cool beans.
Now I think that's what the issues I was having before. I couldn't understand why this was because it was in AMD.
Yeah. You just didn't have a powerful enough processor to handle it.
Wow, that's cool. I like that.
GPU, sorry, you didn't have your GPU. Anyway, I said, saying, look, it looks good. Haha.
Looks a lot better, huh?
Yep. Now you download a little program free of charge called Camus.
Hold on, let me
I'll
write
put it.
down.
I'll spell it for you. Camus in the chat.
Camus.
I think
you told me about this.
Yeah. Now this gives you full control of your camera settings: white balance, focus, gain, exposure, 50-60 hertz flicker rate, and brightness, contrast, saturation. And then if you pay £3 to register the software, it will store your settings so that when you come back in next time, you just say profile 1, please, which you can call Steve 1. And Steve 1 might be when you got your lights on. And Steve 2 is when it's nighttime.
Is it German?
I might be.
Because
you pay with PayPal and they send you a code. You paste the code in and then it's fully registered to you. It's only a couple of quid.
Yeah, well, I just see a lot of it in OBS, right? OBS Studio, and then there's
OBS. You use Camus in OBS as well.
Yeah, no, I'm just looking for the website, like the actual website, Camus.
Yeah,
and it's what webcamtool.de.
Dutch, German.
Okay, German. Okay, cool. All right, now I know. I'll do that later.
Deutschland, Deutsche über alles.
Hey, yeah, so cool, man. So cool. Wow, that makes things so much easier. So yeah, wow. So yeah, I'll check out that Camus, and that basically it will, all the settings, it'll save them, and yeah, like you said, you just go, I want setting 1, setting 2, or whatever.
Yeah,
that's cool.
And it just dials all the faders in them to what you need. Yeah,
awesome. So I didn't watch a lot of it. I'm gonna watch the full thing. That guy you're talking about, what is it, Bob Osborne, I think his name is.
Oh yeah. Well, I've got 16 hours of footage with him, and Kerner's only got a couple of hours.
Yeah. Well, that's what I was watching, what you posted there, and then I got to go to his site and watch the rest of it or whatever.
He's done some interviews with me, and I'm filming from my perspective, looking at him. He's filming, looking at me. But I've got multiple cameras, and I've got a 360 camera and a 3D camera, so you'll actually see Bob in 3D as well.
Fascinating. Like, I mean, I've always been fascinated with Aleister Crowley. I mean, who isn't? But that's pretty interesting. And what is it? What does he call you? What is it? The werewolf of Wales? What is it? Werewolf of what?
The Welsh werewolf.
Welsh werewolf. That's it. The Welsh werewolf.
That isn't my other werewolf name, because in the actual werewolf community, not the fancy dress werewolf community, okay? In the actual werewolf community, I have another name, which I won't tell you.
Yeah. Well, maybe we're gonna have to do an interview with a real werewolf then.
Yeah. But like I said, I mean, I'm very lucky. I can suppress my change through drugs. And I can bring it on. I can bring on the change.
I have to watch that other vid that which is pretty interesting. That guy that NASA is researching or looking into.
And he the Pope is interested in him. NASA's interested in him. The UFOs follow him around wherever he goes.
And it's I like that. What is it? The book he was talking about too. That book. What is it? The Cherokee. What is it?
Yeah, I want to get a copy of that, because it's going to be talking about skinwalkers, of which I am one.
Yeah. I have to look into that. Actually, I think I heard about that book before.
I can only because I was attacked by the hellhounds, and that's when it started for me. And
What?
I was killing sheep before I knew how to control it. You know, there's a book I can send you on the guide. It's the guide on how to be a werewolf and not kill humans. Okay.
Yeah, but how does one know that they're a werewolf?
Because you change and you wake up naked with no fucking clothes on up the mountains.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, with blood all over you. Yeah,
And most likely not sheep blood.
sheep blood.
Are they do you think they go like if they're on the hunt, they're on the hunt for human more than sheep?
You would probably, if you're unlucky, kill a human first because they'll be the closest thing to you. But a werewolf will never kill somebody they love. Yeah.
Yeah, interesting, man. Interesting.
But there was a period in time because werewolves know other werewolves. They can sniff you out. So I was contacted very quickly and told what I had to do to stay safe on a full moon. And
You know, I believe it's more believable about werewolves than say vampires. Vampires to me just
I've met vampires in nightclubs in London. Yeah. And they're looking at people for who are they going to go and suck the blood out of. Yeah.
Don't tell Sean Manchester that.
Yeah. Well, he's looking in the wrong places. He should go to some of the nightclubs I went to in London.
Well, maybe if he's still dressed as a bishop. I don't know if he's still doing the bishop thing.
Yeah. And there's a lot of myths about how you can kill a vampire and fucking bullshit. You know, it's a lot of bullshit about how you kill a werewolf.
B believes in vampires more than werewolves, and why is that, B? I'm interested because, I mean, I do believe in vampires, but I don't really believe in the whole Hollywood sort of Hammer kind of vampire sort of situation. That I don't believe that.
No, that's the myths, isn't it? That's
The
the
yeah.
Bram Stoker
The Bram
stories and things,
Stoker.
you know. Yeah.
Yeah.
You
I
know.
mean, I do believe that there's some sort of like
Right. There's two ways to become a werewolf, Friday. You can be born a werewolf. Those are known as the true bloods. Yeah. Like vampires, you can be born a vampire. Okay. Those are the true bloods. Now, I am not a true blood. I was turned because I was attacked by the hellhounds. Yeah. And all it took was a little cut. That was it. Any saliva or any bodily fluid from a werewolf is enough to turn you. If somebody gets to you in time and puts silver into your bloodstream, you can actually stop it. Yeah, but I didn't have that, so I did eventually become a werewolf.
Matt.
Now, the only reason that the government knows about us, yeah, the government knows we exist, and there are hunters who hunt down rogue werewolves that kill humans. The reason they won't kill me is because I can control it.
Joe, oh my God, Joe! Hey, Joe, it's been a while since I've seen Joe.
Hiya, Joe.
How you doing, Joe?
Yeah.
Hope you're well, buddy.
But basically, we're tolerated as long as we only take livestock.
Hybrid Matt. You're a hybrid, Matt.
Yeah, well, I like Hybrid. They're my favorite band, and they're from Swansea. And I've scared Chris Healings because I've said I need to speak to you, Chris. Let's have that pint because I never told you some things about me, but I know an awful lot about you. You don't know very much about me. I don't just make crop circles and I investigate UFOs and do seances and weird stuff. I don't do it anymore, you know. But yeah, You want to come up on the mountain with me? Because I love you. Yeah.
On the mountain. You know what I'd love to do, Matt?
And I won't kill you, but you'll fucking, it'll scare the fuck out of you.
You know what I'd love to do? I would love to go to a small little town, in the country, in the British countryside, Welsh. I don't care, somewhere.
Yeah.
Go in the local pub and just sit there, have a few pints, and talk about this shit.
Yeah. You want to go to one of the pubs, like we've got lots around you, called the Black Dog.
The Black Dog.
That's the phantom dogs that follow people home at night, and they've got red glowing eyes, and they follow you home, and when you're safe, they disappear.
Yeah.
They're there to keep you company. Phantom black dogs.
See,
glowing red eyes.
I often wonder about, because that encounter I had years ago that about, the cryptid.
Yeah.
It
was a werewolf.
Was it? Do you think so?
Yes, because it stood on his back legs.
So then what if that's the case, then what does it mean that he didn't attack, and that he was just really investigated the situation?
He wanted you to know.
He wanted me to know.
Yeah.
He wanted me to know what?
That the werewolves are real.
Okay, but without having an encounter that
he could have killed you, but he
exactly
was obviously he was well under control. It takes a lot of time before you can be a werewolf and still have conscious recall of what you're doing, because initially when you first turn, you don't remember anything. Eventually you can control the turn, you can suppress the turn. You can bring it on when there's no full moon.
It was I wish I can remember the exact date and to find out if it was a full moon or not.
Yeah. And he probably was changing just to run around and have some fun.
It was about 2:30, probably about 2:30 in the morning. Roughly about 2:30 in the morning, I'd say, give or take.
Generally, if you're not able to control it, it's when the moon comes up. So when the moon's visible over the horizon. Okay. Now it can still be daylight, but the moon is visible on the horizon in daylight sometimes, but it has to be a full moon. Then if you're out of control, you'll change in daylight. Yeah.
So, but this, like you said, this must have had full control, because how organized it was. I mean, it
didn't attack.
No, and it wasn't like in a rush or anything like that. It walked across, got up on its hind legs, and was watching me, observing what I was doing, like I was doing,
smelling you,
smelling me,
whatever.
Hear
your heartbeat.
And like I said, it was roughly about 5.5 feet when it was on its hind legs.
That's quite short, really. I mean, I'm a bit taller than that when I go.
Yeah.
So he was probably short as a human, probably about 5 foot.
I'm only estimating, because, like I said, I mean, I had a great view of it, and it's based upon a tree that had just been planted there. Now the tree is we're talking 20 years later, right?
Yeah.
25 years later now. Holy shit, 25 years later.
Yeah.
But I'm not the only person in that area that has witnessed this, creature there in that area.
It could have been a skinwalker. They can change they can change into a horse, a cow, a wolf,
a
cat. They can change any shape. Now they're special, they're very special. But I can only change into a wolf because I was bitten by a wolf.
You sound disappointed when you say that. I can only change into a wolf.
Well, yeah, but you know what? The true bloods, they look down on us like we're scum because we're not born as a werewolf. So they think we're kind of like lower class and they're upper class. you know. But, you know, another lower class werewolf sought me out because they know that you will change. So I changed at about 8 years of age. Yeah.
The
And
very
they
first
knew
time.
it was probably the one that attacked me, then knew who I was and smelled me. So followed me, found where I lived, and kept an eye on me. And then when it was the full moon, knew I would change, knew I would get out, knew I would go looking for something to kill. And I didn't remember, but probably grabbed me and fucking dragged me up the mountain and said, kill that sheep.
So, and this is the mountain that you're referring to that I got to come over and you take me to.
We could go anywhere. Yeah, we could go anywhere. We go to a famous local, you know, hill that's very spiritual and has lots of ghost activity. We'll go to there. You know, you know, I'll explain it to you and we'll go through it.
You know, I'm planning this because I'm talking about quite possibly not this year but next year. I'm planning 3 weeks. 3 weeks in the UK. I said I got to do it, and I've been putting enough aside. So I'm
Yeah.
looking at about three. If I'm lucky, I could get 4 weeks, but I don't know. But most likely, it'll be 3 weeks over there in the UK.
Do you
Hey,
remember
Cal.
TV series made in
How's it-
Canada
how's-
called Sanctuary? Do you remember
Oh
that?
fuck! I love that show, man. How's it going, Cal?
Yeah.
Good to see you, man.
Yeah.
I loved Sanctuary. I think that was a great show. They killed
Yeah.
it too early.
Yeah. Well, there you go. See, there's sanctuaries for people like me. You know, I can go into a church and I can speak to a priest and I can say, I'm a vampire, I'm a werewolf, I'm a this, I'm a that.
Yep.
And I need sanctuary. And they
Yeah.
will give it, they'll give it to you.
Yeah, that's cool, man. I love that show, man. I can watch that over and over and over again.
Yeah. And Timothy Hyderal,
Yeah.
who played the Bigfoot, you know.
Yep.
Yeah, and he also played the arch enemy, didn't he?
He did, yeah.
He played two characters in it, one dressed as Bigfoot and one as the time-traveling arch enemy. Or he lived, he was like hundreds of years old, and she was too, wasn't she? She was hundreds of years old.
Yeah, I do remember Grimm. I love Grimm. That's another show I think they killed too early.
Oh yeah, well that was based in Portland, wasn't it? Portland, Oregon.
Yeah, I love Grimm.
Or was it Portland, just up from San Francisco?
No, it was in was it not in Oregon? I believe it was in Oregon. Because they shot the series in BC.
Yes, but they made out that it was in
Portland. Portland, Oregon, yeah.
Yeah, they did the B-roll shots in Portland, Oregon, but then everything else was shot in Canada.
Yeah. It was great show, man. I love that show. And it's really too bad that some of these classic shows they just kill so early.
And the thing is, you see, I mean, it's like They Live, put on the glasses, you can see who the real aliens are.
Yeah.
When you are a werewolf, you can smell who people are. And Grimm is close to the truth as well, because people are able to project. You can't see them.
Yeah, and there's, people able to see. You remember what They Live? They remember they gave out those glasses that when you put them on?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was really cool.
Yeah.
I have to sit down and watch. I need to get the Blu-ray of that. I think They Live. I love that. I love that movie. It's been a while since I've seen it.
Yeah.
Imagine if Matt lost control while exploring tunnels with other urban Xers. That's how legends begin.
I got tablets that suppress my adrenaline.
Hey, Barry, good to see you.
Adrenaline is a trigger. So
Yeah, the link's there if anybody else wants to pop on up. We'll go for, at least another 45 minutes before I gotta split. But come on up. You're more than welcome. Barry Storms, how are you?
If anyone emails me, I'll send you a copy of the audiobook of How to Be a Werewolf and Not Get Caught. Okay.
What was the name of that book now? That guy was talking about, the guy that NASA's studying. What was it? The Cherokee. What was it? What was it called? The title of it?
I'll have to pull it up and fast forward and look through. Give me a minute.
B has asked, can this ability be detected in a DNA test, Matt?
No, because they don't know enough about DNA. They think they do, but there's what they known as epigenetics. They only know about DNA. They're only just learning about epigenetics. And the thing is, some of this stuff is so complicated inside the genetics. There's then epigenetics, which is memories from your parents get transferred through your genes. So you have your parents' memories in you. And this is, some people say, oh, well, that's why you know past lives, because you know things you shouldn't know. And I was writing, I was reading books age 3, and nobody taught me how to.
Yeah.
I was writing at age 5, and nobody taught me to.
He's like, do you think it's a physiological condition, thinking you can transform?
You mean lycanthropy, people who have a delusion thinking they're a werewolf? Yeah, that is a real thing. Some people have delusions that they're a werewolf, and when the full moon comes out, this is where the term lunatic comes from.
Yeah.
If you're a lunatic in an asylum, when the full moon comes out, all the lunatics go crazy. Lunatic, because it's a lunar moon, tick, meaning you're shaking with a tick. Yeah. And these people would be ticking and fitting, and they would be foaming at the mouth and believing they're seeing hair on their arms and turning into a werewolf. But the doctors are not seeing anything. They're just seeing you freaking out. Yeah. So there is a delusion like that. Yeah.
How many canine traits are adopted in the transformation?
Teeth, wolf teeth, bigger than wolf. Hair all over. Penis is pulled up like a dog onto the belly. Claws, but hands, but with long finger claws. Yeah. Feet are humanized, but some people actually they stand on their toes. Now I kind of stand on my toes, but my feet are still feet. But I do that, and I'd walk like that normally.
Yeah.
I'd walk on my toes, right? So I kind of, I've always really done that. I walk on my tippy toes, and so technically the foot stretches, so it's longer, and from the knee to the hip gets a little bit smaller, but your legs from the knee down stretches, and your foot stretches, and it makes it look like the back of the foot is the heel of your foot is basically where the dog's leg goes up. Then it goes up to the knee, and the knee is short as it goes into the body. That's the.
I wonder, with the transformation and the older you get, would that, do you think arthritis would set in?
We heal very quickly. Yeah, we heal. If you cut me, I heal very quickly. I still get colds and things like that, and I didn't get. I very likely got COVID because people with rhesus negative blood, which is the alien blood, the blue blood, yeah, we don't get COVID. So I got very, very light symptoms of it,
Neil's asking, are your senses at a heightened level?
Yes. During now, I've got ultrasonic hearing. I can hear bats, and I can hear dolphins, and I can hear when a television is on in a house 4 doors away, even if the sound is on mute. I can tell you what's on in your house just by standing outside your front door. I can tell you what equipment you got turned on. Yeah.
There's another question for you. Can you read that?
I'm on something that's another screen. Okay, what's that? Is there any correlation between werewolves, cynocephaly, or dog-headed man? Oh, I don't know about that.
Dogman.
Dog-headed man, but they're dog-headed normally. They don't change. They just have dog features in their face. Is it?
I guess. I don't
Let
know.
me look. Let me look.
Dog
I've never heard.
man. Yeah,
I've never heard that term.
Yeah, Michigan is a huge area where there's been dog men sightings. And that's what I originally thought what I had seen could possibly be, but you never know, right? You never know.
So they're basically mostly human, but with a dog head.
Yeah.
I'm looking at images of it now. Yes, this was very prominent in Germany and France. Dog-headed men mostly look like man, stand on feet, but sometimes hairy, but dog head. Yeah.
Yeah.
There are ancient paintings and drawings, like line art, what they call woodcuts and things like that, of werewolves. They used to play games, so they like to jump. Who can jump the furthest?
I'll try to position my head right in between the horns.
Yeah. It's like, who can jump the furthest? So it's Jesse Michaels is the channel. Jesse Michel's. I'll put in Michel's. Jesse Michel's. He's Jewish. He was a friend of Elon Musk, and he's very rich, independently rich, and he has a UFO channel called American Alchemy. And it's on YouTube and it's free, but I joined because you get early access to some of the stuff. So the video that I'm gonna. Sorry.
No, Alienate UK. I'm just saying hello.
Yeah. So Jesse Michaels YouTube, right? That's that. Look that up on YouTube. That's his channel. The channel is then called American Alchemy. That's his subtitle. And there's a video on there which Steve has, I believe, seen. So you may have had to join to see that video. Yeah.
Can you hear? Did I join? Yeah. You passed it along to me, I think.
Yeah, but it was a members only. So.
Oh, was it? I don't know. I was able to watch it.
I might have come out of members because we get to see them a week before they become public. So it might be public now. Let me have a look.
No, because I'm pretty sure you sent it to me in WhatsApp.
Oh, no. It's now public. It was 1 month ago.
Gotcha.
Yeah. There's stuff from 3 weeks ago that's still members only. See, he keeps the best for the members, And there's one that's members only and there's one that's public now. He's got 2 copies, one members only and one public. So it's made it public. But instead of making the members only one public, he's done 2. Members only still and a public one. So I'll put the link in for the one that anyone can watch now. And fascinating story.
B saying you should set up a system where you can catch your transformation. You probably already have.
Yeah. I've got videos of me transforming, but the thing is, I don't really want to publish it because it's better for people to think that I'm bullshitting, okay? Because if you don't know, you don't know, and it's better you don't know, okay? I could be just telling you a wonderful little story here, just like the crop circles. Maybe I didn't make any. Make your own mind up,
I think there's too much.
Plenty of proof of me making them, but
that's what I mean.
People still deny it.
Why is it, Matt? Why do you think they're still denying it? Even though there's plenty of proof out there. I mean, there's plenty of it out there. Why do they still deny that you are making crop circles?
Because it's like the X-Files said, I want to believe. So
Oh,
what
yeah.
people do is they make their own minds up and they stick to it. And when somebody comes along with something that proves them wrong, they go into denial mode. And then they say, do you know what? Even if he is making them, fuck him. I'm going to say he's not.
Like, how long were you making them? You were making them for quite a while.
1991, I was arrested in 2000. I said, right, I won't make any more. And I did, but I had to be very quiet about it. But I was publicly talking and demonstrating. If you paid me the pay the farmer, I'll do a demonstration. I was then free to talk openly about it, but I was still making them for quite a few years after that. But I was always helping on other people's teams, I didn't kind of initiate them myself then. I was more, I'll help you, I'll help you, I'll help you, I'll help you, and I just lectured about it.
So when you're saying other people's teams, I mean, what was there, like an explosion at a certain time of people wanting to make crop circles? I mean, or was there just a set amount of people that they were, the community was small and they all knew each other, sort of thing?
Yeah, well, in Wiltshire, regularly there's 19 people, and that compromises about 5 teams, and we all work in each other's teams, but whoever's the team leader does the design, right? And then everyone else is the workers, because the leader has to concentrate on getting the measurements right and telling you to do this and you to do that and you to do this and stop. You're just about to flatten the wrong area, whoa. So he's got to be on the ball, making sure everybody doesn't make a mistake. Now, people who are experienced, they won't make mistakes. But if you've got a newcomer on the team, you have to shadow them. You have to walk right next to them and make sure they don't make mistakes. And then if they do make a mistake, they'll never make a mistake again, because they'll go, oh, shit, I fucked that up. You say, no, you didn't fuck it up. You didn't fuck it up. Because watch what we do now. We alter the design.
Yeah.
So on the fly. And we hide your mistake in a new part of the design. And that's what, the mistakes then, strangely, through coincidence, are what was originally intended by the aliens in the first place. So guess what? We're all being mind controlled by the aliens. You think it's your design. It's not. You were given it. And when you go out there, the person who made the mistake was probably made to make the mistake. And then you were given the new design on the spot by the aliens, because that's what they really wanted you to do. They wanted you to train that person. Don't cry if you make a mistake. Alter it, adapt. Because a lot of people, when they make mistakes making crop circles, they walk away and leave it half finished, like a mess.
They're like, this is screwed. I give up.
Yeah, never give up.
Never give up. Just correct it and move on, sort of thing.
Move on, yeah.
But I know you've said it a million times. When you're out there, you had this feeling that you were given direction by some extraterrestrial sort of entity guiding you, and because I mean, what were you like? What were you feeling when you're building, when you're carrying this out?
You feel initially when you start making them, you don't know what you're doing, because nobody will trust you to take you on a team, especially when you're a UFO researcher who says, I'm going to catch crop circle makers and stop this, So they were doubly on guard. Like, there was no way that they would let me come near them, because they'd think that would bring the police and shop them, So I had to learn myself the hard way, making all the mistakes that a newcomer would make. And I made scrappy stuff at the beginning. But I then approached the circle makers, and I knew who they were. And I said, hey, I know you don't trust me, because I'm publicly screaming I'm going to catch the circle makers and report you to the police. But guess what? I'm a circle maker too. I'm a circle maker. And they said, really? Prove it. And I said, well, this one's mine. That one's mine. They said, oh, we wondered who this newcomer was.
Mm-hmm.
I said, yeah, and I'm shit. Can you tell me some secrets? Because I need some shit. Can you help me? Because I need help. And they said, yeah. What are you using? I said, well, I'm using rope. What, to do the measurement? They said, no. You've got to use surveyor's tape measure because it's got fiberglass in it. It doesn't stretch. Rope stretches. That's why you're getting all these errors in measurement, you know? And they just tell you a few little tricks and you go away and you instantaneously, you're upgraded to the next level. And then when they see what you managed to do at the next level, you go back and you say, that was me. And they say, really? I said, yeah, I filmed myself. Look, I filmed myself doing it as well. Proof. Yeah. And then they say, right, now you go to level 3.
Because I mean, when you look at how intricate a lot of the designs were, you know, people are like, how the hell were they able to do that on the ground without having some sort of visual from the air, from above?
You got to have a good, like maybe I'm left brain, left-handed. Yeah, and we're creative, we're artistic. We can look at somebody and then do a portrait of them, and we're artists. It helps. I'm also technical drawing trained, you know, and that helps.
Yeah.
And I'm computer trained, and that gives you access to tools to design on paper, but measure it out and test it on computer first. Get accurate. Because you can draw it on paper and you can take an angle measurement, but it's not going to be as accurate as if you then do it on a computer and get that perfect measurement, you know. But you don't use the computer stuff to go out in the field. You just do a pencil drawing with the angles written in, and it, you know, and you write it in thick pen, because at night in the dark, a pencil would be very hard to read. So you'll have to put a torch on. If you put a torch on, somebody with night vision on a nearby hill will see it go boom, like an explosion has gone off. Yeah. So you use available light, and you don't use the moonlight. Well, because I wouldn't want to change, but then yeah. But moonlight, as Rob Irving said, right? He's a circle maker. I think he said, if the moon is out, you call it off. It's too bright.
Too bright.
People will see you.
And how often were you stopped by the farmers?
Never.
You're never stopped? Not once?
Not once.
Wow.
Never. Wow. We accidentally had people wander in because they were just walking through the field. Didn't know we were making a crop circle. Had no idea. They were just walking, you know.
What did we stumble upon?
And they bumped into us, and we said, hey. And they thought we were going to beat them up. I said, no. You're safe. Come in. Listen, can you see who I am? And they're like, you're Matt Williams. Yeah. Shh, don't tell anybody we're making this. Do you want to sit down and watch? And you'll learn. But you can't tell anybody you're here because they'll fucking disown you. Yeah. You're a crop circle researcher.
Yeah.
And you stumbled upon us, yeah? If you tell anybody you were here watching us make this, they'll call you a government agent. They'll say that you're evil, you're satanic, and they'll disown you. They'll cut you off from the crop circle community. So you've got to keep it quiet, even though your heart is pounding to tell people. You really want to tell them. Yeah. But if you tell them, trust me, it'll be the worst day of your life. You know?
Wow.
And you'll just keep it our little secret. If you want to come out and see a few more being made, give me a ring. You're welcome. You can even film us. But I'm trusting you not to shop us to the police, okay? It's all about trust.
It's funny how we got on this crop circle thing again.
I don't mind talking about it online.
I think we were like herded right into it, you know, I
don't mind talking about it online because, hey, I can always direct people to these videos, so I don't have to repeat myself one-to-one, because that's laborious. Yeah. So I just say, you want to know? Watch Circle Makers 72 hours of instruction. Watch me on TV here. Watch my lectures here. And if you've then got any questions, then ask me. But for now, let's talk about something else. Let's talk about you. What do you do with your life? You know?
My life is boring, Matt. I don't do anything.
You know, you do. You're not boring at all. You know, but like a lot of people, they just work 9 to 5 and you know, and I meet them in a pub and they say, "What do you do?" I say, "I'm a pilot." Woo! I'm a UFO researcher. Oh, really? That's interesting. Ever seen a UFO? Yeah, yeah. Tell me about it. So I get them to tell me because I don't want to tell them, you know, and tell me about you, you know. I'll listen to you. I'm a good listener, you know. And then at the end of it, I'll say, well, you know that UFO? Did you think about this and this and this? And what about this? And have you ever seen a ghost? Have you ever had this? Have you had this? What's your blood group? Can I scan you with my mind? Do you give me permission?
Mind meld.
Yeah.
Mind meld.
And I could tell people things about themselves that not many people knew.
Mm-hmm.
You know? And some people will say that's cold reading. That's a technique from NLP and hypnotherapy.
Oh, well, I mean, and that's a method.
I've never trained in NLP or hypnotherapy, but I know people who have, and I was very disapproving of the way they abused it.
Well, I mean, you look at most psychics; they use it, right?
Some do.
A lot of them do.
do.
A lot of them.
They don't even know they're doing it because they're naturally able to do it.
Mm-hmm.
They can naturally cold read people.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, there's lots of people who could cold read people very, very well. But I mean, there's obviously unfortunately there's a lot that are use it for nefarious sort of reasons.
Yeah, monetary gain.
Yeah,
sex.
monetary gain, sex, whatever. But mostly monetary. You know, like, oh, I'm gonna make money off this. And you know, like I said, I was working with one here who is well known in this area in Canada for the most part and in the US. And I found out the hard way how fucking much of a bullshit artist the guy is, unfortunately.
But the thing is, you see, it is a skill.
It is a skill. Oh, absolutely. If you're able to, like, you know, tow people into
but many hypnotherapists. Do you know Darren Brown?
Sounds familiar.
He's a very famous TV and stage hypnotherapist. Okay, and he uses NLP.
Yeah.
But he says to people, he says up front, he says, you think this is magic. It's not. It's mentalism.
Yeah.
It's mentalism and NLP and hypnotherapy. And I'm not going to tell you how I do it.
Mm-hmm.
But I am going to show you parts of how I do it. But you'll then think you know how I'm doing it. But trust me, there's 10 levels I'm not showing you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Because I don't want you to think you can go out and do this and abuse it, because you can't. But watch what I can do now. And it's all real, right? It's all real. People think it's all staged. Yeah. It's all staged and stooges, right? I've been on stage with Darren Brown.
Oh, yeah.
And he had me hook, line, and sinker.
How do you have you hook, line, and sinker?
He said, right, anyone want to come up? And I was at the front. I was chomping at the bit. I was like, me. And he looked past me, because anyone who's that desperate, he doesn't want. Yeah.
Yeah.
So he looked around the crowd. And I was like this. And he said, you. Because he knew it was going to upset me if I wasn't picked. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he said, come up. Right. Now, I've got a board. Nobody can see it. Only you can see it. Well, there could have been a hidden camera in the curtain behind. So fucking of course, he could have had a microphone in his ear, but he could be hearing what's going on. He said, I want you to write on the board the name of a teacher that you had at school that you remember very well. It could be somebody you liked or somebody you hated, right? And I thought, right, it's going to be that fucking bitch who used to torture me, Mrs. Thomas, right?
Yeah.
And I thought, Mrs. Thomas. So I wrote down Mrs. Thomas on the board. He said, now come around the front. Now, as everyone's seeing, I've not seen what he's written, right? But now I'm going to tell you, I'm going to ask you a few questions. He said, did you like school? Not really. He said, did you do well? I said, I'm more artistic, and they wanted me to do maths and science, and I hated it. It's like, okay, yeah. And he's looking me in the eyes, and he's watching my body language and twitching. Now he is speaking to me in micromuscular movements. Yeah, he's timing his words.
Yep.
He's going, so what was school like for you when you were in school? Did you enjoy it? And emphasis on a certain words. He's sending me a subliminal message.
Yeah.
And my body will twitch in English language to read back what he wants. So he's said to me, basically, what's written on the board? And my body is twitching, going, Mrs. Thomas. And he said, well, I think it begins with a T. And I twitch. And he goes, yes, it's definitely a T. And I think it's a Welsh name, because you're from Wales, aren't you? Yeah. And I think it's a female. I probably twitched, or my voice would change. And I said, yes, you're correct. And I don't think you liked her very much. I can tell. She wasn't very nice to you. I'm like, no, she was horrible. She used to torture me. He said, yeah, well, oh, hang on. Mrs. Thomas. He said, turn the board around. And it said Mrs. Thomas. And he said, round of applause for Matthew. Round of applause for Matthew. He said, Matthew has no idea. Matthew has no idea how I did this. I said, I do. He said, really? You think you know? I said, yeah, because I watch everything you do. I've read everything you've done. I know a little bit about NLP, cold reading, micromuscular movements. I know you sent me a subliminal. He said, oh, but you don't. Oh, no. You don't. The audience do.
Yeah.
The audience know how I did this.
Yeah.
But you don't. Yeah. So ask somebody in the audience how I did it. And the audience is wrong, because they think that's how I did it, because that's what I'd made them think. I didn't do it that way either. Right. He said, but ask. And then I sat down and I said, thank you. I really appreciate it. I'll remember this the rest of my life. He said, you're welcome. And he went on to the next trick, next person. And I said, how do you do it? And he said, somebody was telling him from back there what was written on the board. And I said, no, that's cheating. That's cheating. And I said, that's not true. He said, remember, he said, that's what you were being led to think. Yeah. I said, it's deeper than that. Now, should I tell you how he actually did it?
Sure.
Because I've got very ultra high frequency hearing, haven't I? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I can see into the ultraviolet range as well.
Yeah.
When I entered the room and sat down in the seat, I could hear high frequency sound. So somebody was sending him messages,
yeah,
right? But it wasn't somebody directing him off the side of the stage. Yeah. It was very high frequency. So he's probably got high frequency hearing too. But there was a subtle thing, because I chose Mrs. Thomas. But he had directed me before I even entered the room that Mrs. Thomas was what I'd write on the board. Yeah. Because in ultraviolet paint was written, the teacher's name is Mrs. Thomas. Yeah. Now, I saw this when I went in, but I didn't know why it was there. And when I sat down the front and I was called up to the stage, I completely forgot I saw that on the way in because I was so starstruck, I forgot. And he said, write down a name. So I wrote down Mrs. Thomas.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how he got me before I even got in the room. He told me Mrs. Thomas. It just happened to be chance that I did have a teacher called Mrs. Thomas. But there's lots of teachers in schools, and you're bound to have one Mrs. Thomas or one Mr. Mr. Davis.
It's one of those fucking generic names. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So that's how he did it. And that's fucking clever. So he misdirected the audience to think it was somebody at the side of the stage. Right? Well, also, he's got high frequency sounds going on, and that's for somebody else because he's sending a high frequency sound. Now, your subconscious can hear high frequency, but your conscious brain blocks it out. You can hear much higher than 22 kilohertz in your subconscious. You can see ultraviolet in your subconscious, yeah? Mm-hmm. And you can see ultraviolet in your subconscious, but my filters are off. I can hear high frequency and I can see ultraviolet, not in my subconscious, in my conscious.
Now, what would you have thought if all of a sudden Mrs. Thomas walked out onto the stage?
I'd have punched her in the fucking. I'd have punched her. I'd have kicked her in the cunt, and I'd have been arrested.
Oh, you're gonna lie.
She tortured me brutally, man.
Wow.
And there's the reason I got a curved spine now.
Really?
Yeah, because I have to stand every day at the back of the class, and I was never allowed to sit down.
Wow.
For 3 years.
Yeah,
that fucks with your spine. Trust me, I was in agony.
I got into some pretty brutal stuff in school too.
I was a joker, you know. I like jokes and comedy.
Me too. I got into trouble. I had one teacher who used to call me Dennis the Menace. Every time I see you, he was a Jamaican teacher. Every time I see you come down the hallway, I see your white teeth. You remind me of Dennis the Menace. You're up to no good.
I'd see people say I'm a racist because I voted for Brexit and all that, you know, and my stalker says that. But the thing is, they don't know I got fucking black friends, Chinese friends, Japanese friends. I mean, you know, I got friends all over the world. In every single country, I know somebody or another, you know, and it's like I'm not fucking racist. When I went to Egypt, I stayed in a Muslim's house. I'd never met him before. I met him on a train. I went back to his house. He gave me food. And he said to me, I can't tell anyone this, but I like listening to music, Western music.
Yeah.
But it's meditational music. Can I play you some? I said, yeah. I said, your secret's safe with me. I like meditation as well. I'm not brilliant at it. He said, yeah, but I don't really meditate. I just close my eyes and enjoy the music. And it relaxes me.
Yeah.
But if I say this, I'll be arrested and tortured.
Yeah,
and you know what the music was?
What?
It was what's it? It's the da 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 da. It's the pan pipes. You know, it's like the pan pipe music, and it's like
hey, Louise.
And it's French. It's like, oh, je crois, do 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 do.
Oh yeah.
Oh, je crois, do 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 do. Yeah,
yeah.
And that was his meditation music.
Oh wow.
Meditation music to me is Steve Roach.
Steve Roach.
He's been out with the Native American Indians, and he plays a didgeridoo, and all his instruments are sampled on the synthesizer. There's stones being dropped, and rain, and trees creaking.
Wow.
That's meditation music for me. Yeah.
Wow.
Steve Roach.
Wow.
My favorite, if you want to listen to it, is called World's Edge. It's one track, is 60 minutes long.
What was that guy? You sent me a couple of videos of one person. what the hell was it now? I can't even remember the artist's name. And he
Storms. Sorry, yeah, hi.
it was he was playing the I think the piano underneath the Northern Lights.
Oh yes,
What
that
was
was Circle.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
that's pretty cool.
It brought tears to my eyes. And I showed it
Yeah,
to my dad. I showed it to my dad, and
yeah,
my dad's not emotional.
yeah,
It brought tears to my eyes. He was freezing.
yeah.
He's freezing his nuts off. He had to
Crazy.
wear a special heated suit. And he was
Yeah.
still freezing because his hands couldn't be in the suit.
Yeah.
Because he had to, and he was fucking playing for an
Yeah.
hour or two. And he
Yeah.
said, I can hardly move my fingers. I'm in agony.
Oh, yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
But it was pretty cool though. It was really
Filmed
nice.
with the A7S3 camera, low light, sees in the dark.
Yeah.
I got one in the room out there.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty cool. That was pretty neat.
Yeah.
That vid you sent. That was really, really, really cool.
I'll find a link for it now so people can watch it. See if
Yeah.
it makes you cry. See if it makes you cry like it made me cry. I showed it to my dad. He said, "Oh, it's very nice." I said, "Yeah, Dad, it made me cry." And he's like, "Oh, stop being so bloody stupid."
You know what? You watch it and the music and his movements, everything, the way he's playing, blah blah blah, the whole 9 yards. Yeah, you do definitely get that sense of overwhelming sort of feeling. It's yeah.
I mean, they go to all locations, natural locations around the globe,
Yeah.
and castles and mansions, French
Mhm.
chateaus. They go to frozen lakes.
Yeah.
They go to caves,
Mhm.
and DJs play or people with instruments play, and
Yeah.
they film them with multiple cameras and drones, and it's all live.
Yep.
It's live.
Yeah.
And then, people watch it and share it with their friends because fuck me, it's free television. It's free television, and it's nothing you'll see on the BBC or
What
anywhere else.
TV license bullshit?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's another
Do you know
stuff.
they're trying to bring in now that you have to have a TV license to watch YouTube in the UK?
Yeah,
They're
yeah,
trying to bring it in. Yeah.
yeah. I know.
And they won't
Bullshit.
they won't bring it in because I'll fucking turn into a werewolf and I'll fucking rip the fucking building apart.
And of
TV
course,
licensing building.
I was watching some of it, and of course, the first target is
Just
children.
kidding, by the
Yeah,
way. That was a joke.
yeah, children, kids, because
Yeah.
they know that's where the money is, right? The parents sit their kids in front of the TV and let it educate them. So yeah,
Sorry.
hey, here's
Sorry.
another way of source of revenue. The
Yeah.
BBC, yeah, you gotta love it. You gotta
What
love
was
it.
it? Cir Circle, and it was Northern
Northern Lights, yeah,
Lights. Here we are. Circle,
yeah,
Northern Lights. Here we are. His name is Sofian Pamar.
yeah. That's it.
And it was 4 years ago. It's got 6.9 million views, which means they made £12,000 off this, which is enough to do the production, you see? So it pays for itself.
Yeah, I mean, what are we looking at? Like, if you had a million views, what's that equal to, roughly?
£2,000
£2,000. Jesus,
for a
Murphy.
million views. Sometimes if you've got a higher RPM,
Yeah.
which means you're more popular, you could make 4,000.
Wow.
But if you're just standard popularity,
Yeah.
it's £2,000.
Wow. Incredible.
Yeah.
It's incredible. Incredible.
So here is the link for this video, which is the Northern Lights with piano.
Check it out. It's pretty. It's pretty. Yeah.
Turn the lights down, turn the sound up, or put your headphones on, and get a warm cup of tea and no distractions. Turn the phone off and watch it. And if you are not emotionally moved or crying by the end of it,
See, Matt just has the and it's got
you don't have a fucking heart beating in your chest.
Yeah.
Okay?
Let me just
check your pulse.
You know what? I'm just gonna play a sample of it. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna play a sample of it.
Okay. I'm just gonna
hold on.
Be back in a minute.
Yeah. Here's a sample before we cut this, but hold on. I'll just play. I don't want to get dunked, but there you go. There's a sample of it. Check it out. It's pretty cool.
Sorry, I just had to blow my nose because when I start crying, I just fucking yeah.
Are you okay, sir?
Yeah, I'm all right.
All right, good.
I'm not allowed. I'm Mr. Spock, aren't I? I'm not allowed to be emotional. But even Mr. Spock cried, and he couldn't understand it.
But you know, I didn't realize that had such a profound effect on you, Matt. Like you shared it with me, and I'm like, holy shit, this is actually really cool.
Yeah.
Wow.
Music is magic, mate. Music is
absolutely.
the spice of life. Without music, what would be the point of living? You know, people enjoy their children and they enjoy the countryside, but where would we be without dance, theatre, and music and art? These also fill the soul, as far as I'm concerned, anyway. And if people don't like art, then, you know, but they enjoy movies, well, movies are art. You know, the CGI and special effects in your Marvel movies, it's artists. They spend years doing the special effects in these things. And some of them are done in camera. So you think it's CGI and it's real. You know, the level of talent fascinates me. I have all the respect in the world for anyone who works in the movie industry because it's a rough industry to work in. You know.
Yeah.
You know, because there's a lot of bitching and there's a lot of hard work and you don't always get a lot of respect. You get your name in the credits and fucking don't get paid well sometimes. Long hours, hard work, cold, rain. It's like making crop circles and then everyone calls you a cunt at the end of it.
Sailing south, how are you?
Excuse the language, but my dad says, I don't watch your channel because of the language. You're an embarrassment to the family. I said, Dad, this is how people from the valleys talk. What do you want me to do? I said, when I go on TV with Will Smith, I'm as polite as anything. When I'm with Sir Tony Robinson, I'm as polite as anything. And I wear nice clothes and I'm respectable. But when I'm in my own environment, in my house, I'm going to fucking speak the way I fucking want to. And everybody from the valley's fucking it, fucking this, fucking that. I went down to fucking shops earlier on. I bought some fucking crisps. They're fucking lovely. They're lush. I fucking love those crisps. They're fucking brilliant. Fuck every other word. It takes a lot to take the Welshman out of me, you know? But I can put on the soft English voice and be very nice and very BBC.
The soothing sounds of Matt.
I can do that, and I can put on American and Australian, but I sometimes break back out of it because I'm not a perfect voice. But I do sometimes go very AMSR. But yeah.
Yeah, the soothing sounds when you're late at night and you actually are putting me to sleep.
Yes. And I pitch my voice down as well. I use a pitch changer and I go down even deeper. But vape does that as well. So if you give a good drag of vape.
There you go. Get the drag. Go do that. Yeah.
I am Smog the dragon, and I will look after my gold, and I will burn anyone who comes near with my breath, because I am the red dragon.
Wait, I didn't see any brimstone or smoke.
Do you know I'll do this for you.
Yeah.
I can breathe fire out of my nose.
Yeah?
Fire? Yeah, it's fire.
Fire?
Yeah, fire.
Fire?
Yeah.
Fire.
Yeah. This is where the myth of the dragons come from. Druids, right? Dragons never existed. People who could breathe fire through their nose existed. Yeah. It's a very, very ancient technique. You know, people who do juggling with fire sticks and things like that, and they put paraffin in their mouth.
Yeah.
And they breathe fire out their mouth.
Wow.
But if you're good, if you're clever, you can breathe the paraffin and burn it out of your nose too.
You wouldn't have to worry about nasty or annoying nose hairs.
And I can do it another way too, because I can take a concoction of stuff which builds up my stomach acid, and then you put another thing in on top of it. So you're mixing acid with alkali, and you burp, but belch continually. You go bleh, 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 and it's methane is coming up. It's flammable, and you can light it and go
with your nose, yeah.
Without paraffin, because paraffin tastes like shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what it tastes like, but maybe I do. I don't know. At least I don't think I do.
I can take a drug concoction, which is, you wouldn't want to try it unless you got to have an antidote for it as well, because you just burping and farting, like burping and farting, and then you can throw up if you're not careful. And you can breathe methane gas out of your nose, and you can light it, and you can go and set fire to things.
These are
the fire breathers. They're the dragons.
I like how you say methane. Methane.
Mr. Methane, Mr. Methane.
Kind of like this dude here.
Lepetamine.
Kind of like this guy.
The guy who can fart on command and sing when he's with his arsehole?
Yeah, kind of like this. This short we put together. Hold on. Let me just put it up here. People seem to like these. I don't know why, but they kind of like them. But this brimstone breather.
Ooh. That's an Alex.
Whoa, you okay, man?
I am the great burrito deep.
Nothing beats burritos on a cool afternoon.
Excellent.
I am the great burrito deep.
I do love Alex. He's a quiet lad, but with a lot to say when he says something.
Yeah,
there's a lot in there.
Oh yeah, you open that can of worms and he goes, man. He goes. He's
But he listens. He's a listener, and I like that because you learn more by listening than talking.
Yeah, I mean, no, he likes to observe, and he does. Yeah, he very quiet. People are like, is he awake? He listens. He does. And he's
I can't wait to meet you guys. I'm going to come to Canada if I can. And I came into a lot of money recently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're buying a plane.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fly over.
I'm buying a plane in the next couple of weeks.
Well, if you do, let me know.
That's just for local fun, and then I'm going down to see a very large boat in Portsmouth.
Yeah,
and I'm gonna put a deposit down on it, but the money hasn't cleared in the bank yet.
But you said you can't really look and test it out because the airfields are too muddy.
Can't fly for 2 weeks. It's too muddy. Yeah.
Yeah, too muddy.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, definitely. If that's the case.
I got to revalidate my license, which will take an hour.
Yeah.
Because it's like riding a bike. You don't forget.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And I was an excellent pilot.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can never say so myself.
You said what? How long's it been? 11 years? How long?
Probably. Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's what you were saying, though.
But 1 hour with my friendly instructor, and he'll sign me off.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. All right, sir. I must end this. I have to go for some more bloody wonderful tests. And yeah, fun.
Good.
But it's always great to chat with you, Matt. You know that. Thanks for popping in.
Apparently, I sounded like the giraffe on Madagascar when he makes fire on the island. Oh, cool. I'll have to watch it again now to see what he's talking about. Yeah.
Yeah. And everybody in chat, thanks for popping in. And yeah, we're back Sunday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Matt, Louise wants to know if you're going to go live.
I will do once I get this machine fixed and turned off, because it's creating a little bit of fan noise here. So let me just fix this, and maybe 9 o'clock.
Which is
maybe 9 o'clock
in a couple hours, right? A couple hours.
Yeah, I mean, I'm meant to be I'm doing 3 things at once here. I'm remotely connecting to a machine for a very famous person.
Mm-hmm.
This person's machine is a Freemason, and all I'm going to say is you don't want to look in his private pictures folder, because there's a lot of weird stuff in there. Yeah.
Well,
I learned that lesson.
I'll keep my eyes open. I should be back. Yeah, back by then. If you do go live, maybe I'll
And by the way, I'm not a Freemason.
No, goddamn Freemasons.
I inquired about joining, but he said not really, not for a few years. You need to calm down a bit first.
Yeah. Alex, we're gonna have to talk to him. He's a Freemason. He's a Mason. Anyways, guys, take care. Everybody, thanks for popping in. Matt, be well, my friend, and we'll chat soon.
Live long and prosper.
Yes, sir. You too. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye.